Welcome back to Whatever Garage. Well, we're back on the 81 Corvette because we have one minor issue. So let's get started. Now, that one little issue is when I hit the brakes, she pulls hard to the right now. She never did that before, but given that she spent the last 4 months in the shop, one of the calipers might be frozen now. So I'm going to assume that one's locking up. So let's take a look. Yes, I know it would be easier when it's on the ground, but I did want to test something. Okay, that's to the right. And that's to the left. It's just as hard. Okay. When I'm driving, it's harder to turn right than it is to turn left, which is obviously the power steering valve, or power valve. But I just wanted to check it to see if there was a difference when the car was off and not actually pumping anything. So what we're going to do now is we're going to jack her up, take the wheels off, and try and stay within the camera shot. Oh, there you are. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to jack her up, take the wheels off, and check out the calipers. See which one's locked up. Sounds like fun. Alright, it's Sunday and I just couldn't stand not being out in the shop, so I'm going to come out here and piddle for a few minutes. As you can tell, it's a raging thunderstorm. Now I want to try and bleed the brakes real quick, see if that makes any difference. And what I've done is I have a prop stick up on the brake right now, holding it. And I'm going to try and hold this and try to bleed the brakes, or open the bleeder, just so I don't make a mess. Looks like a little bit came out. Yep, just a little bit. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's pump them again and try it again. Alright, we're going to try this again. I'm doing this just so I don't make a mess. Guess I'm not going to clean up a bunch of crap today. I guess my arm's in the way. Felt a little air bubble there. Doing good, not making too much of a mess. Alright, let me pump them one more time. Alright, last time. Let's see if I can do it this time and be able to see any bubbles come out, if there are any. Nope, no bubbles. Alright, that's just the first thing we're going to check. We'll do the other side also. Cap is coming off. And then after that, I'm going to pop these off and check, because these are tight. Alright, we're going to keep digging into it, but I think I found the problem. Driver's side, the little nipple here, the bleeder was loose. So that would explain why the right side was gripping and the left side wasn't. But it doesn't explain why there wasn't a lot of liquid leaking. There was just a very little bit. So it either just happened or just opened up enough that it did happen. So anywho, we'll keep looking.
All right, next let's take a look at the pads. I took the cotter pin out, take the guide pin out, or whatever you want to call it. And of course these aren't going to come out until you push them back, or you get a screwdriver. Son of a biscuit. Well, they seem to be wearing fine, nice and even. Try not to drop this one. Need a little juice on the back here. All right, let's take the caliper off next. The rotor looks fine. Actually, I don't want to take the rotor off. I really don't want to get into the bearings and shit. No, there are no bearings on this one. Bearings are in here. This is not connected. This is separate. Yeah. I'm just telling myself that. Or reminding myself. Did I get the right one? Is this supposed to be 5/8 and 16ths? Alrighty, calipers off, rotors off. And both are brand new. So next what we're gonna do is dig into here. See, now this turns really well like this, but when the caliper's on, it does not turn that well. So what is the deal? I have to look at the caliper to see if it's rubbing anywhere. It doesn't appear to be. Huh. We will pay close attention when we put it back together, because, I mean, that's fine. There we go, back on. I don't even need to go into there. This makes me feel better knowing how well that works. So, we'll pay attention to the caliper. Maybe the caliper is rubbing somewhere that I don't see. We're back on this today. It is still raining, and I'm just cleaning this up a little bit before I put this back on. Alrighty, and we need to figure out where she is rubbing. Pardon me while I get my big head in your way. And yes, I know I haven't put the rotor on yet. I'm just looking at something. Okay. I was just playing it off because yes, I actually forgot. Okay, she still rolls good. We're gonna go step by step and see what's slowing her up. Ow, fingers. Alright, now, stay, don't move. We're gonna do a little anti-seize on this, so that the next time I'm in here, it's not that bad. Hopefully that won't be anytime soon, but you never know. Let me tighten this down first, before I do that, just so we can be positive. Don't have to be tight yet. I'm still working. All right, now, ready? All right, it's jammed now. Let's make sure the rotor is anchored down first. I didn't do that. So bad me. Let's make sure the rotor's flat on here, which I can already see it's not. that'll make a difference. I mean, obviously it will make a difference, but not much, I don't think. Okay, now that I have my head out of my ass, I have all the lug nuts on. It doesn't hit anywhere, okay? So that problem, which I created, is now solved. All right, so let's look what's next. Let's look at the brake pads and see if maybe they're rubbing somewhere. That one doesn't appear to be, nor does that one. I also remembered this time, put some goop on here, so maybe they don't stick. I don't know, maybe they were sticking on something. Don't know, don't care. I don't have any underwear. All right, too much? Don't know. Too little? Probably. That side is probably not going to go in. Well, I am wrong. That side went in very well. See, it's hitting the brake pads, is what it's hitting. The brake pad's too tight on there. I mean, I don't know anything else to do to them. Do you? All right, with that said, this side is done. Still dragging a little bit, but not touching now. With these all the way down, I had my head up my ass and I misdiagnosed that. So, on to the next one. All right, this side should go a lot quicker. That's a really big cotter pin for this side. I must have been out at the time I did this. Good grief. Good grief, Charlie Brown. Good thing I bought some more and we can replace it with the correct one. Ta-da. Remember not to drop them this time. Now she have room. Yep. All right, these do not appear to be rubbing anywhere. No, everything looks fine. Pad wear is even. Looks good. This side, it looks even. Both ways, yep. We are good to go there. Next, use my manly strength. You know, I sprayed out these wheel wells thinking I got all that concrete slurry out of here, but I did not. I'm gonna have to get the pressure washer out to do that. Uh-oh, I have a problem, son. We're leaking. We are leaking. That is from a seal. Shit. Let me look. That would be relatively an original. It's not original, but it was here when I got it, this caliper. So I need to replace this caliper. And they are not cheap anymore. Let me just wipe all up in here, make sure it's not something that spilled when I was bleeding brakes. Because remember, we had a loose nipple on this one. But you know what? These pads are all the way in. They haven't even come out. But if that was open, it wouldn't build pressure, so it wouldn't. Huh. Damn it. I don't have the stuff to replace this right now. So I will have to order it, but I will have to put it back together. Oh, great. Grease on here. Good job, Scott. Good job. And let's see. Yeah. Yeah, you heard that too, didn't you? All right. Now, oh. Okay, it's not the bearing. That's what I was worried about. She spins just fine. Remember, I repacked all these, so they're good. All right, so it was this that was making noise. We're good. Always one. Man, I need to turn on the air conditioner. It's getting hot in here. Now, you know what? The bottom of this is wet. Again, that could be because we spilled some or because she was just starting to leak. Because there was a little bit on the wheel, not much. All right, let's just quit worrying about it and wondering. Put her back together and go ahead and order a new one. So I want to say we already rebuilt these, and since we rebuilt them already and it's failed, or may have failed, let's replace them. Now I miss my damn automatic ratchet. Or my battery powered ratchet, you know what I mean? Oh, freaking finally. All right. Beautiful. Beautiful. Well, sounds like we just had a delivery. I just heard the UPS guy beep the horn, and I am expecting stuff today. That'll be for our next video. That one down just a second ago. There we go. Ta-da! Now we're just short one of those damn things. I can't think of the name of it. We're short one of those and then we're done. Alrighty, for our next chore, we have an exhaust leak still. After we've done a couple of heat cycles, I want to go back through and get these bolts, because I was sitting at a stoplight the other day and I could hear a distinct ticking. Now it sounded like it was coming from that side, but I'm already on this side, so let's do this side first. Y'all are where I'm normally at to get up underneath here. On. Hold this. Gonna get loud. It won't be for you though. Alright, that was a little loose. Oh, that's a problem. Alright. Get me in. Alright, now was a little loose. All right, that was a little loose too. All right, good job. To the other side. I don't know if y'all can tell, but the rain stopped. You can hear all the birds outside. Listen. Yeah. Rain must be gone for the afternoon. They're happy. Now this is the one that has a 9/16, but it has 1/2 inch, I believe. No? They're all 9/16. Alrighty. Nothing like having a mismatched set, right? That one didn't move. Yeah, that was loose. And I'm sticking my head right in front of y'all, aren't I? I don't even know where it is. That was loose. A little bit. All right, now let's go check the headers. All right, we're gonna start with the passenger side headers, just because this is the side I ended on. No, we don't want to take them off, do we? No, no, no. Put them back on. All right, this guy was a little loose. Not so much. And the rear one's going to be difficult to get to. Real difficult. The rest of these. All right, dipstick's in the way. A little loose. About 1/8 of a turn. Same. All right, let me go get a bigger wrench. All right, for our next little trick, I do not like the way that this filter sits because it looks like it's about to pop out, but it's not because it's tight. It's just that hose is a little too big for it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to cut this so it'll sit closer. And I'm hoping that solves the problem. If not, I need to cut it so it sits lower. But I know there's varying opinions on these glass filters, all right? Originally, we had the plastic see-through filter over here to the side next to the headers. Smart, I know. So I relocated this with the glass one because I want to see what's in here because, like I said, I've had this car for 1.5 years, and I think it's safe to say now that I know the fuel tank is pretty clean because we haven't sucked anything up. The original filter had a little bit in it. I replaced it with another plastic filter. Nothing. This one, nothing. So, for right now, I'm keeping it. Okay? But I think what I will do is replace it with the regular metal one that you can't see through. It's gonna look ugly sitting up here. But what do you do? Give me your suggestions. Where do you put your filters at? Oh, good. Didn't make a mess. Now, how far do we need to go to make it sit good? Almost looks like that, doesn't it? Shoot, almost looks like that. But it's got to be down. I don't want to pinch it. Let's try. You know what? We can always cut off more, so let's cut off less. A little more. All right, I like the way that sits. Much better. Deal with it. Now, one of you suggested, Mr. Everett Dean suggested this, that now that I know that the carburetor was not the problem, I need to put the Edelbrock back on. Well, I prefer the Holly. I really do. But it's not acting right this time. Not like it did last time. I think there is a vacuum leak in it. Somewhere. Because it won't idle correctly. I don't know why. So, I'm going to tinker with it some more to see if I can get it to idle better. And if I can't, I will replace it. And then that should cure our hood clearance problem completely. But I wanted to look at, I do have a flashlight. Let's look. It's hard to tell where she's marked. It looks like she's marked straight up to the rear. So completely lean. That could be part of the problem. That's completely on lean. Let's move it up a little bit to see if we get a better idle. Alrighty. Now, I just watched Dalton at Pole Barn Garage do this in this week's episode, where he adjusted his lean mixture. I forgot what his problem was. But anywho, I've done this before. I mean, taking it apart. I've never adjusted it before, and that is right in the way. Oh, and the other thing is, I have only done a couple of mile trips here and there. I haven't done anything extensive yet. And before I make a trip up to the border, I want to make sure the car is going to be reliable, because the thermostat keeps fluctuating, and I want to make sure it's just air bubbles and nothing else, because she doesn't seem to run hot. We got coolant in the reservoir tank. It has not moved. She hasn't leaked anything. So our little hack fixing the spout on the radiator must have worked. Oh, rain's back. I gotta go get the dogs in, guys. All right, that's good. Now what we'll do is we'll fire her up and take her for a little test spin. How's that sound? All right, I called the joyride a little too early because today my new kickdown cable arrived. My little seal. Ah, dropped it. Shit. Ah. All right. It is exactly the same as the last one. Hey. Oh, it reset itself. Okay. Except that, see that? Push that. Push that. There, she's set. Not actually set, but I'm just showing you how you can set it. There we go, and it pops back. Now, the hardest part's going to be getting this in. It's easy when the transmission's out of the car. It's harder when it's in the car. That seems awful damn short though, doesn't it? Let's see if it's any longer than the other one. No, I think we're good. I think we're good. All right. Let's watch a quick video on how to do this real quick, and then I'll be right back with you. Alrighty, we're on the passenger side. Oops, about the light. And what we need to get out here is this. Looks about like a 7/16 screw. It's gonna be a little fun to get to, especially with, you know, the exhaust right here in the way. The first thing I think I want to do though is get something, clean this off with, so we don't get dirt in the transmission. Alright, I did clean it off best as I could. Yeah, that transmission really needs to be taken out and scrubbed, but that ain't happening. So I've got a 7/16 here. Let's see if we can get this off. I don't know if I can get you any light while I'm doing it. Let's see. Oh, hey, how about that? The wonderful world of magnets. It would appear to be smaller than that. Alright, let's try 3/8. Why does my dog choose now to do this? Wow, that was really loose. Okay, it is 3/8. Alright, I can't film and do this, so I'll bring you right back. Alright, that was pretty damn difficult because I could only use one hand, and to get it to hook over the piece that was inside the transmission, I had to do it one-handed. So, not fun, but it's done. Now I just have to go up top side and finish wiring up. Alright, first thing I want to do is get rid of the old cord. Ah, right here. And presto changeo, she's done. Now, is she completely ruined? I don't know. I just know it kept popping out, so at that point, I'm just game to get another one. We'll keep it for an emergency. You never know. If it won't go back in, we'll throw it away. Looks like we're going to be throwing it away. She broke. Alright, that answers that. It's going in the garbage. Now we need to find the other cord I started fishing up here. What do you know? She is right where I wanted her. You'd think I'd done this before. Oh wait, I have. And then right to there. Alright. I want it to go under this. Find that under this. Through here. My dear. Alright, which way? Okay, that's how she's gonna fit. Now, how does she hook? That's a good question. Still haven't looked at the video yet. But I believe this bracket's gonna have to move closer. So we're gonna have to get to doing some adjusting. Loverly. I forgot to turn on the camera, but I did watch a video from Monster Transmissions and they showed how to adjust this, and I think I may have gotten it, but in case you don't get it right on the first shot, they did show how to adjust it afterwards, you know, in little increments to make sure you get it tuned in. So we'll try that and see what happens. So that's set. All right, let's get an idea of where we're at. All right, there's that. I'm right here. Okay, let's begin. All right, last but not least, we're going to replace this starter or alternator wire. Okay, I've already unplugged the battery, so we're good there. Don't worry. I'm not going to make that mistake again. And what I want to do, remember this connection here is frayed. It's got bare wire showing. I just want to make it look a little better. I'm not sure how far back I want to go though. I really don't want to go too far. I bought a couple of these. And they really don't need to be that long. For now. Alrighty, and then let's just look at these connections. Such shit quality these days. Look at this. They're just so loose in there. I don't know if there's any way to tighten them up. It's just unbelievable the quality of crap you get these days. I bitch about that every episode, I know. Sorry, guys. Am I sticking my big head in your way? Alright, that will work. Let me just sort of twine them together a little better. These are butt connectors minus the insulation. To me, they seem to work better. Oh, wait a minute. I have a better crimper somewhere. Hold on.
Okay, see if this crimper is any better. Way to go. We're having issues. Operator issues. Yeah, I need, these have different heads that come on them because these are too small. Whoops. Whoopsies. I'm about to screw this up. I need heat shrink on here. I need more room too. And I'm going to use this one because the other one I don't like the way it worked. That's okay. That one didn't work worth shit either. Whoop whoop. All right. All right. Final little bit. See if we can get those ends to look a little better. Not really. It was worth a try. All right. With that said and done, she plugs back in. Looks good. Okay, that is that. I guess now it's time for the joyride. All right, all cameras are recording. Old one, new one, and cheap one. One pump. We are going to get a haircut. Now we're going to be testing brakes. What else did we do? We did brakes. I have forgotten now. We're testing brakes. Let's go. We're going to be late. Actually, she's about 550 and 600. I brought it up here once.
Well, I didn't see it.
Oh.
You know?
ladies and gentlemen, that has been our trip. Let me take my glasses off. Now y'all aren't blurry. She runs fine. Just got to break in the motor. Might change the carburetor. I know Mr. Everdeen will be happy about that. But if I can't get this one adjusted, I will change it. Let's see, the brakes work fine. Pulled into the garage, didn't hear an exhaust leak. What else do we have? I forgot all what we worked on. But anyway, everything seems fine. Hope you enjoyed it. If you can't tell, I'm tired. If you would, please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends. Let me know what you think. Maybe you saw something or see something that I missed. Let me know. I'll put it in the comments. If there's something you don't like, let me know. Be polite. And hopefully I will see you guys next time. This is Whatever Garage, out.